Revenge films.
It happened during the summer when my husband Sean and I visited my parents-in-law, taking our 1-year-old daughter Emma with us. His hometown was far away and we visited them only during the summer and Christmas holidays. Once we got there and rested, we went to a nearby park. I realized I'd left Emma's water bottle at my in-laws' house.
I'll go get it.
Thanks, we'll see you at the park. There were several families in the park and Emma looked like the youngest. Emma was playing in the sandbox and suddenly, "She's so cute, how old is she?" "She's 1.5 years old." "Cute! Oh, such a cute girl." The woman sat next to me, smiling. She sat so close to me that I thought she was selling me something, and I didn't see any child who looked like her child. True, she could just be walking alone, but something was telling me it wasn't the case. She continued, "Look at her silky skin, oh, and fluffy hair. Could you give me your girl?" "Huh? I can't do that." What the heck? She was weird and scary, but I just replied half laughing. She looked at Emma again. Her mouth was smiling, but her eyes weren't. I had an uneasy feeling about her. I called Joe in my mind. Then Emma looked done playing in the sand and walked toward the swing, but fell on her bottom. Before I could react, the woman picked up Emma and said something unbelievable. "You played a lot and got tired, didn't you? Let's go home with Mommy." My mind went blank and I froze for a moment. What is she thinking? She's my daughter, isn't she? The next moment I knew she wasn't joking. She was really about to take her home and I came to my senses. "Hey, what are you doing? She's my daughter. Give her back to me." I took her back from the woman and the smile disappeared from the woman. "Give me back my child." She grabbed me, and I was sure at this point she wasn't normal, and then she pushed me away. As I was pushed, I lost my balance and fell to the ground while holding Emma to avoid dropping her. Because my arms were full, I fell onto my back and hit my head on the edge of the sandbox. Luckily, the sand absorbed the impact, so I didn't feel any pain, but I hit my head hard and I lost consciousness and couldn't stand up. But the woman was still trying to attack me and tried to take my baby. At that point, the father of one of the children in the park grabbed the woman from her back and stopped her. The woman was still resisting and screaming. Then Sean arrived at the scene. Seeing me lying on the ground, he came over and helped me and Emma.
Somebody! Call the ambulance, please!
He screamed. The woman was restrained. I vaguely remembered Sean calling my name, but soon I lost consciousness. The next moment I regained consciousness, I was in a hospital bed and the bandage was on my head. Sean was beside me.
Oh, so glad you woke up. I tapped you on the cheek and you didn't respond. I was really worried.
He held my hands and filled me in. After that, someone called the police and an ambulance. They arrived at the same time. The woman was pushed to the ground, still yelling, "Give me back my girl!" The police called the woman's husband and we were to speak once I was able to talk. My head injury wasn't serious, but I was hospitalized overnight to be safe. The next day, we left Emma with the in-laws and went to see the woman's husband, Joe, at the cafe. He was already there, and a boy about 3 years old was sitting next to him. I was surprised. That woman had a child of her own? But that boy was the reason for this incident. We sat at the table, and Joe started talking apologetically. That woman, Lisa, wanted a girl since she got pregnant. When they found out that the baby would be a boy, she told the staff to change to a girl. But they were sure about the baby's gender, and it was a boy after all. Lisa said, "It doesn't mean anything unless it's a girl. I don't want this child." And she didn't take care of the baby at all, let alone love him. Every time she saw a baby girl outside, she said she wanted a girl. Then she wanted to be pregnant again because the next time would surely be a girl, but Joe didn't agree. Since Lisa didn't take care of the boy at all, he begged his own sister to raise him and sent her the child support. His sister thought Lisa was cruel to the baby, and she raised him just like her own child since he was a newborn. Lisa still wanted the baby because she was obsessed with having a girl. He couldn't believe it, and neither could I. Many of us are excited about the baby's gender. Some may have a strong preference, but we can't do anything about it, and once the child is born, usually mothers take care of the baby. I couldn't believe a woman like Lisa actually existed, who abandoned her own child just because the baby wasn't a girl that she wanted. Joe considered divorce, but Lisa wanted to get pregnant again and made a scene in front of Joe's parents' house. She was out of control. Then this incident happened. Joe apologized profusely and also said that he would pay compensation and that if we sue them, he would understand. He looked exhausted and we were sympathetic. Joe decided to divorce no matter what after all this happened. He was, in a way, a victim as well in this, so we decided not to ask for compensation. Rather, I admired the generosity of Joe's sister, who agreed to raise a baby who was not hers. But we sued Lisa for an assault. I was the sole victim in this case, but she attempted kidnapping. My baby could have been stolen if I hadn't gotten help on the scene. So I refused to settle, but insisted on a prison sentence. Later, the court sentenced her to prison. They got a divorce at the same time. Lisa went insane when she was sentenced. She was violent and screamed, saying, "That child ruined my life! Give me my life back!" I was enraged in disbelief. She was extremely self-centered. Others in the courtroom glared at her coldly, too. I heard that she was taken to a prison somewhere far away from home. I wish she'll stay in prison for the rest of her life, because I can't imagine she would change. Joe will raise his child and live their lives with the help of his sister and parents. Joe's sister raised the boy since he was a newborn, and he's like her own child to her. She and Joe will help each other raise him, and I was happy to hear that. When this was over, Joe and his boy came to see us one last time. How could she abandon a boy like him? I believe she has had mental issues and was harmful to society. I believe the boy is in good hands now, and I'm very relieved she is locked up.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.